everyone, and welcome to another edition of Rich T Racing, or for this particular video we should call it Rich T Boxing, because I'm currently waiting for my my karting race to get going. I've got a bit of time to kill, so I thought I'd just have a little chat about the KSI Logan Paul rematch, and in particular why Logan Paul lost. Because for me, for my money, I genuinely thought Logan Paul was going to win. Even going into the fight, I thought that Logan Paul had an edge, because obviously at the last fight he'd only done boxing for 3 months, JJ hadn't, and I really thought Logan Paul was going to win this one. And I think first of all that is complete testament to Logan Paul. The fact that even though he lost, he still went in as the favourite, but he didn't. And the main reason, the reason is, when Logan Paul knocked JJ down in the 4th round, about halfway through the 4th round, he hit him twice on the head as he went down. And that, I don't know anything, I don't really know anything about boxing, but that is not allowed. I know that is unsporting. Boxing is a professional, respected sport, and you cannot play dirty. And that's what Logan Paul did. Now, again, as I've just said, I don't know too much about boxing, so I don't know like how severe or not that 2-point deduction was for Logan Paul, because that's what cost him the fight. What I do know is that he shouldn't have done it. He just simply should not have done it. If he hadn't, he would have won the fight. I am sure of that. And I think that's what separates the two boxers, the two men, is that Logan Paul might be the better athlete, but KSI is the better professional, the better sportsman. When KSI knocked Logan Paul down, and it wasn't given as a knockdown, which I thought it was, did he react? Did he sort of start questioning the ref? No, he didn't. Logan Paul properly started questioning the ref when he got given the knockdown, but the 2 points got taken away. So that for me is where the difference lied. I think they both like, it wasn't brilliant boxing. Again, I don't know too much about it, but I know that it just wasn't the best boxing match in the world. I completely understand why boxing purists were against it, and there are bits of it as well I didn't like at all. Like, it should have been 12 rounds. It absolutely should have been 12 rounds. The fact that the undercard fights were 12 rounds, I'm pretty sure the vast majority of them were 12 rounds, and the main event is only 6 rounds. It was done within like 25 minutes. It just, like, they should have gone the full distance. And I think if there is a rematch, if there is a part 3, that's what they should do, the full thing. That would be a great rematch. I would definitely pay to watch that again. I would also, if KSI decides to carry on boxing, I think, or if he does another boxing match, then I think it's got to be either a Logan Paul rematch, part 3, or Jake Paul. I think it should be, for me, for my money, I think it should be Jake Paul. Because through this fight, I've actually grown to sort of quite like Logan Paul. I thought when I saw the first press conference, which was my first real sort of taster of it, I thought he was a complete arse, a complete knob. But then you watch his videos, and you find out actually it is all just for show. He's just doing it. That's his showmanship. He becomes this arsehole, and even he says, I don't like myself, but I do it because that's what I feel needs to be done. And I get that. And when you actually hear him speak, his head is so screwed on. And that's what I've grown to like about Logan Paul. I still was KSI all the way. I love JJ, I love the Sidemen. I've only got into them recently, but I think they're funny as hell. And yeah, that's just those are just my thoughts. These are my car thoughts. I might make this into a series. Car thoughts. That's a nice idea. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So if you agree with my ramblings, if you don't, if you're wondering why the hell I'm doing a boxing video on a racing channel, do be sure to comment on that. And also, while you're there, be sure to drop a like, leave subscribe, all that jazz. The fun thing I shall say now is ta-ta and farewell. Sorry, obviously I just ended the video. One thing I forgot to mention about the Logan Paul KSI fight is obviously the reaction afterwards, particularly once again from Logan Paul. Look, I'll keep this very simple. If any man or woman competing at that level tries to use being sick and sneezing as an excuse as to why they didn't win, then I'm sorry, bore off. So I know through what you just seen, I was sort of saying like that. I respect Logan Paul now. That I'm going to take that back slightly, because if he's trying to use being sick as an excuse for why he didn't win, saying, oh, 9 times out of 10 I beat JJ, but on this one occasion I woke up and I sneezed 3 times. I sneeze all the fucking time, and I do pretty well at what I do. So I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Don't you, listen kids, if you're watching, don't use being sick as an excuse, because it's just pathetic. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Let's find a little bit on that. So, once again, if you enjoyed this video, do be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And the final thing I will say now is ta-ta and farewell.